Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. You join us for this.
The captain showing a lot of confidence in their bowling attack with that decision. The opening batters will be feeling very confident looking at this wicket.
Edged. Couldn't get it through the field.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
Yep. Caught. Yeah! One of the easiest catches you'll see.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Out! Yeah! What a catch!
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Waiting. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Wait.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
End of the over. Beautiful bowling that just starts to build pressure on the batters. Going with pace now. Sprayed that very wide, hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
Well, another chance to bowl that one, really can't have been wide by much though. Good spot there, making it difficult to get away.
Beaten on the drive.
Jansen with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Oh, nice bowling.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yep. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for four. A poor delivery.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Catch! Middle that one. Great timing.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Yep. Timed that brilliantly.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Singh from the north end.
Yes.
Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
Straight through to the keeper. The bowler vents some frustration, giving away some byes.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Reached for it, but couldn't make the ground in time. A superb effort goes unrewarded.
Yeah.
Times it nicely.
Pushed onto the front foot and presented the full face of the bat.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Drives and misses everything.
Singh with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messed everything up.
Yes. Keeper.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Misses everything.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
That's the over. The Royal Challengers are 30 for 2.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more. Played that beautifully. Saw the short one, got out the way. There are no more of those in this over.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but that doesn't matter.
Bowler.
A couple on offer here. Overstepped on that occasion.
Catch.
Too good.
Yep.
Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Well bowled.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Nice bowling.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
It drifted onto the onside, helped into the gap, and down to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Bowler.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something special to break it up.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Wait on. Yeah.
They'll get at least 1. Well placed. Should get a single.
Ballers in.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
That will be an over best forgotten and quickly. You give that many no balls away, it's surely time for a bowling change. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Sharma comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Yep.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
That shot allows them to get off the mark.
Yep.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Bowler.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Waiting. Wait on.
With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish. The Kings can now have 5 fielders outside the circle. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Yep.
Good work there on the boundary.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep. Keeper.
Nice shot.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Couldn't have played that any better.
And that brings up the half century for this batsman.
Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there, and that brings up the half-century. Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Got to the boundary. Last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Wait.
That's out.
Yeah!
Caught.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle.
Yep.
They'll be looking for another quick wicket.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Waiting. Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. The Royal Challengers are 94 for 4.
Yep.
Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Wait.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Huge edge. That's just outrageous.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. A direct hit, and this could be gone.
Hey!
An innings that promised much, and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yep, yep.
Really good shot there.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches that to the boundary. No interest in that one from the batter. Bartlett will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The Royal Challengers are 103 for 6.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Singh has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Yeah.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Bowler.
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Waiting.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Yep, yep.
There'll be runs here. The Kings found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards.
For 6.
Bowling.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Yep. Keeper. Wait on.
Doesn't beat the
Yep.
infield.
Well bowled. Wait. Yep.
3 added in that over. The Royal Challengers are 114 for 6. Going with spin now.
Spinner is coming on to bowl.
Yep.
Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it.
Ballers in.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Waiting.
Just about timed that perfectly.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and race to the boundary.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Waiting. Waiting. Yeah.
Nicely ran, working the ball away into the gaps to find the easy single.
Yep.
End of the over. 9 off it. The Royal Challengers are 123 for 6. Stoinis, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep.
Punch behind point all the way to the boundary.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Are now 134.
End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. The Royal Challengers are 134 for 6. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
No interest in that one from the batter. Singh will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control.
Yeah. Bowler.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Yep.
Edged. There's no one there. Could go down to the boundary.
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Stoinis from the north end.
Yep.
Good return there, back from the deep. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running. Bit of shape on the way through. Singh, happy just to watch it go by. Stoinis just needs to continue finding good spots now.
Yeah.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope. Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter. Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. The Royal Challengers are 144 for 6.
Going with the spinner.
Yeah.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement. A couple on offer here.
Yep.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
Well placed, should get a single.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Wait.
Straight to the fielder.
Yup.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary. That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
Waiting. Yep. Ballers. Wait.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Wait there. Yup.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Waiting.
Singh shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Content just to knock it around that over. 2 added to the total. The Royal Challengers are 153 for 6.
David watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper. No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
Yep.
Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary.
The half century's in sight. More shots like that and they'll be well on their way to 100.
Yep.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot. Good running.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good. Fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Yeah. Yep.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities to score.
For 6.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
In the end, a very simple shot. Lets the ball come onto the bat and cuts it away for 4.
Couldn't get it through the field. Needs to be on target. Oh, that's a great ball.
Bowling.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Yep.
This could be out.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
7 runs added in that over. The Royal Challengers are 171 for 6.
Yep.
Oh my, that's racing away.
The batsman brings up their half-century.
Really good innings to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting, and they'll want to push on from here.
Yep.
Nicely fielded on the boundary.
Yep. Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Wait on. Yep.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Gone. What a superb delivery. They didn't know where that was going.
That was a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special. A good wicket to take at this stage.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
And that's the end of the innings. The Royal Challengers have set a target of 180 runs. This is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Good return there, back from the deep. Good runs, good shot, first ball of the innings.
Yep. Yep.
Really good shot there.
Good return, back from the deep.
Waiting.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Waiting. Waiting. Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike. Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
6 runs added in that over. The Kings are 6 for none. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Edged, unplayable. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep.
Edge, amazing delivery. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Beaten on the drive.
Hazelwood with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Well bowled.
Oh yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
That's the over. The Kings are 8 for none.
Yep.
Huge edge. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Keeper.
Big appeal. The Royal Challengers having a good chat. Don't know if it's worth using a review on it though.
Was there an edge? This could be trouble. Looking good so far. No issue with the bounce. The decision will stand by the narrowest of margins. Not hitting a thing. Ends up wasting a review.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand.
Yep. Keeper.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. It's too easy just to glance the ball off the pads and take the easy runs.
Yep.
Incredible shot. Straight through the covers. 4 runs.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Singh will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
10 runs added there. The Kings are 18 for none.
Wait there.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
Thick edge.
Keeper.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
A few moves made in the field.
Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Not a great delivery, got it full, and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Well bowled.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
5 runs added there. The Kings are 23 for none. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep.
Beautiful cover drive. A hint of movement in the air and eased towards the boundary.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Yep.
Too full, got what it deserved.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep, yep.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Wait on.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Wait there.
The Royal Challengers found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. Hazelwood from the south end. Singh, the left armer, is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Just threw the shot too early. The captain bringing the field in here, trying to prevent the strike rotating.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
Lovely shot. Rocked onto the back foot and pulled away just behind square leg.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Yep.
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting batters build any momentum. The captain now has 3 more fielders to work with outside the circle.
The left armour is coming into the attack.
Some moves being made in the field, looking pretty balanced now between defensive and attacking.
Wait on.
Straight to the fielder. Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Elbow. How's that?
Really? That's just wasting everyone's time.
How's that? Yep.
That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone. Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. A couple on offer here.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
End of the over, 3 runs coming from it. The Kings are 44 for 2.
Going with a more defensive field choice.
Big edge.
Yep. How's that?
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Maxwell is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. Times it nicely.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Right on.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yes.
Good batting. get an opportunity to score and take it.
How's that?
Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire.
Hold on.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
They'll get at least one. Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
Another one gone, the fourth wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Nice and easy there to get off the mark.
Stoinis takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
That shot allows them to get off the mark.
Yep. Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yes.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. It was full enough and shaping like it's going to hit. This is close.
Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble. Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though. Pitch is in line with the stumps. Well, it's hitting in line. Slightly unlucky, just clipping the stumps, and they have to go.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Yes.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yes.
Good shot. It's found the gap. There's a run here, surely.
Seems slightly odd not just to take the single that was on offer there.
Wait.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Oh. How's that?
Strong appeal.
How's that? Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yes.
Good shot, a beauty.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly, no harm done. Both batters survive.
End of the over, 4 off it. The Kings are 59 for 5. Quick onto that in the infield.
Yep. Yes.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Yes.
Very sweet off the bat, and 4 all the way.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters.
69 for 5.
Yes. Ballers.
Probably should have gotten back for a second there. Need to push a bit harder on that first one.
Yep.
Puts in a slightly shorter ball, and it's seen so early. Got onto the back foot quickly and just pushes away behind square.
Wait. Wait. Wait.
Unable to get the scoreboard moving.
That's the over. The Kings are 71 for 5.
71 for 5.
Yep.
Chance to run 2.
Keeper.
Good return, back from the deep. Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep.
A change to the field, going very defensive.
Yes.
Great shot.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Wait.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
Timed that brilliantly.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Yes.
There'll be runs here. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. David, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yes.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Wait. Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Yes. Yep.
6 runs added in the over. The Kings are 91 for 5.
Change of bowling, the spinner coming on to bowl.
Yep, yep.
Edge! What a ball!
There was absolutely a second on then, being a little bit too risk averse out in the middle.
Wait.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Yes.
Perfectly timed.
Brilliant shot. You couldn't hope to hit it any better than that. It's raced away to the boundary. The captain moves the field back a bit here, trying to prevent the boundaries.
Yes.
Time that perfectly. Big shout.
Yes.
Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
11 runs added there. The Kings are 102 for 5. The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Right off the middle of the bat.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for the
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Yep.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yes.
Nicely played.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Hazelwood will be disappointed with that delivery.
Yes.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Yes. Yes.
Gorgeous on drive. Mid-on has work to do.
And that's the half century for this batsman.
They haven't messed about, brings up a rapid 50, hasn't let any of the bowlers settle.
Change of bowling. The left armour is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Yep.
That one they got hold of. The slow ball didn't work and it went all the way.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Does very well to get quickly across to that one. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper. Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper. Some adjustments to the field.
Wait.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Yep.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end.
A few moves made in the field.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Bowler is confident on this one.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
Good precision with a throw back from the deep. That was good, patient batting. Just waited for it and guided it easily down to third.
Yep. That's it.
A real beauty, just times it so well.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Drilled it. No chance there for the fielders.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
More decisive running may have gotten them too. You look at that and I would say they would have made it easily. They need to be a little bit more switched on than that.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
You give that much width and you're asking for trouble. That was so well timed and flew over the boundary.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers.
Yes.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Caught. Gone.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yep.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Yep.
They'll get at least one. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yep.
Edged, unplayable.
Yes.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Well bowled.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Hazelwood coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Yep. Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
A bit of a change up in the field now.
Yep.
That's off the middle of the bat.
They're the sort of shots that you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrist to keep control and find the boundary.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
13 runs added there. The Kings are 170 for 6. From all of us in the commentary team, I hope you've enjoyed the match. It ended up being very close. Hope to see you soon.